Depending on where you live, the commute can become a vacuum where time that you could instead spend on other activities that make you happy is robbed from you. I do work at an office and I'm usually there 3-4 times a week, and here are some tips and tricks I use to optimize my commute. And you can play around with those. I'm always shifting and spinning the plates, I'm always adapting, and you should do too. So here we go. First, I have this thing called pre-arrival at office work. So this includes email skimming and prioritizing, meetings checkup and preparation. You can either do that in your head or by checking your notes. And I'm also doing code documents and presentation review. Also, the commute is the best time to update yourself on the current affairs related to your profession, and you can do that either by checking your websites related to your field or reading a daily digest of newsletters. This leads us to another thing I'm doing, which is reading and listening. You should always have a list of articles ready to read. Use a tool like Pocket to bookmark and save interesting articles from the web. This way you'll avoid mindless scrolling and can fully take advantage of your reading time. You can also download the Kindle app and populate it with lots of books, or just bring with you the physical books. I prefer the app because it can store many books and I have this habit of reading 2 to 5 books simultaneously. I'm also listening to news or audiobooks or podcasts, and this is a better use of my commute time. You can also listen while you're buying groceries, running errands, and cleaning or waiting in line. You can also have a set of relevant podcasts ready. Don't just randomly listen to podcasts on your commute. Instead, you can select them in advance and download them. This way you can be sure you will make the most out of your listening time and avoid the connection problems in the train. One other thing I do is related to what I call personal productivity, and here you can organize the notes you have in your phone, you can organize and delete and scramble apps you haven't used in a while, and you can answer questions on Quora or Reddit to learn, and you can also learn and experiment with the language using apps like Duolingo. On the mental decompression side, I also do listen to music. I sometimes meditate using a timer, or I can do this thing called micronapping, where I close my eyes for 2 minutes, which is some sort of meditation as well, and simply let my mind wander. Then I have this thing called 1-minute tasks. This includes making that quick phone call to reserve a table, quickly cancel a subscription, clearing up my spam folder, unsubscribing from a few useless newsletters, also replying to messages, if you are the kind of person who waits for a pile of messages to form and then respond in batches to save time. I do spend my time doing some random stuff as well. I can solve puzzles such as Sudoku or Rubik's Cube. If you're on a train, bring with you a little notebook to write. I just love the feeling of writing while being in motion and watching things passing through windows. And just think and observe your own thinking pattern. By listening to your own thoughts and emotions, you get to know a lot about yourself. The more you pay attention, the better you understand how your mind works, and the more likely you are able to break the pattern and be more creative. So basically, this is your time to let your thought process get into action and resolve issues, or attempt to at least, and use it as a thinking time or brain crush or problem solving time. Take advantage of the peace and the quiet.